the first secret of a round the world trip is booking your airline tickets, unless you're one of those people who's very adventurous and wants to do it by sea or bike or car. Um, and there are things called round the world tickets.
Let's talk
And
about those.
well, your major airlines are part of probably one of three alliances, and they call these airline alliances. These are One World, the Star Alliance, or SkyTeam. And so what they do is they code share. They share their routes. They share their tickets. So if you buy a ticket, let's say with United, then you can get the corresponding airline in Europe, in Asia, in Africa, wherever you're going, so that you buy one ticket and you just connect with the partner airlines along the way.
And this
And
works
so
out
that
well for the airline because then they can say that they have a larger flight path plan, and that works out great for the buyer because then they don't have to try and go work out a website in Chinese trying to book their ticket throughout China.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, I didn't do it that way. The other way that you can do it is you can use a ticket broker, and that's what I use. And the one I used was called airtrex.com, AirTrekes.com, and they piece together the ticket for you. So because the airline alliances have certain restrictions, like they only want you to travel in one direction, um, and things along those
You
lines.
can't return back to the continent that you came
Right,
from.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. So I used a ticket broker, and that allowed me to plan out my trip exactly the way I wanted it, without any restrictions. Now there are cons to that, and one of them being is that you can't use frequent flyer miles. You can't accumulate frequent flyer miles if that's important to you. So there are pros and cons to both, but both of them work out well depending on you on where you want to go and your itinerary. So, and it's way better than trying to piece together tickets as you go along. You get one ticket, or you get a set of tickets. You have one set price, and you're on your way.
Very interesting. Okay. Would you say that the broker route saved you money overall, or did you take that because it was easier to book?
Well, I would say the broker route saved me money because of the places I was going. I had two stops in Africa, which is not frequently serviced by some of the bigger carriers and their alliance partners. So, and again, this is at a time when fuel costs were a little higher, and so you really have to compare and contrast. If I had frequent flyer miles, I might have been able to do it with the alliances. It's really up to the individual traveler to look at both and say, because of my itinerary, I'm going to use the ticket broker, or I'm going to go with the alliance. And remember, you have three alliances, so lots of options. You really have to do your research.
Yeah, sure. Okay.